Last month, LEGO builders from around the world gathered at Brickslopes to display their biggest, best, and most intricately detailed LEGO models. This year's build theme was Pirate's Life for Me, which led to some gigantic and amazing LEGO pirate displays. Today we are looking at my 5 favorite pirate-themed displays from the convention. Coming in at number 5, we have the Jolly Rodger by Brett F. Brett did a really great job creating a pirate ship here with billowing sails and a full crew of pirates, but my favorite part is here on the back, where he's created a skeletal-looking pirate head with an accompanying hat, and on the back deck here he has Captain Hook and Peter Pan with Shmee. Really beautiful looking pirate ship. At number 4, we have the Sinking Dutchman by Half-Life Bricks. Up top here you have a nice little island and an imperial fort. Nothing really going on, but down below you have the Sinking Dutchman, an underwater submarine-style pirate ship that features a crew of monkeys in the engine room, a jail cell here with a toilet and a skeleton. There's an armory. Down below here is the captain's quarters, where he is making all of his nefarious plans. And then to the side you have a pirate looking up above through that sort of scope thing, seeing what's going on up above there. I think that's really clever. You've got all sorts of computerized displays. Not sure that's quite period accurate, but pretty funny. And then down below you have the mess hall. So you have all of the foods, pizza, hot dogs, turkey. In the front you have them preparing some torpedoes, and then there is the living quarters or sleeping quarters there. That guy's a little too frisky maybe. The island's really cool. You can see there's kind of an Islander style statue there and King Kahuna's mask back in the back. And then here's the Imperial Fortress off to the side. The water itself looks pretty cool with the gradient from the lighter transparent blue near the shore to the darker. Overall, just a really clever and fun creation. Taking the third spot is the Battle of the Tiger's Mouth by Hot Blocks on Instagram. This has some really cool detailing. I really like the arch kind of rock island out here in the front with a bunch of seagulls on it. And I'm not much of a history buff, but this particular display is actually based on a historical pirate battle between a fleet of the Portuguese cargo ships and the Red Flag Fleet, a group of Chinese pirates. So, little history lesson for you there. I imagine here in the front side, this is the Portuguese cargo ship fleet. Great use of these little koi tiles to have a ton of fish all over this MOC. The ships themselves are really well detailed with some different characters getting ready for battle and making sure everything is ready to defend against the Red Fleet pirates. And then there on the back corner here there is kind of another small little rocky island. I think that's really fun. You can see a couple different techniques there for palm trees that I think actually turn out quite nicely. And then just a bunch more of these seagull pieces. Some nice little hermit crabs there at the bottom. I love all of the animal life going on up top, and there's even more down below. These Chinese ships are actually kind of based on the Destiny's Bounty from the LEGO Ninjago movie. I can see some elements from those LEGO sets here, but they are really well done. Nice shaping on the hull, and then there's a cool looking dragon head at the front of these ships. Down below there is even more detail. Hot Blocks let a lot of different people help create this coral down below, so you can see all sorts of different animals. Cool looking black octopus there, a shark, and even some brick built jellyfish. There's just all sorts of animal life and plant life down here, which really makes for a fun display, and it was a bit collaborative. I think Hot Blocks made most of these corals, but she did include other people there at the convention, which was really fun just to have a small collaboration like that. I myself actually built the kind of pink coral there you can see in the middle. But yeah, really cool to see all of these vibrant colors down below. And overall, just a really well done MOC with a historical base. In the second slot is Jolly Roger's Neighborhood by Doug O. I will let speak for itself.
Hi, Brickslopes 2025. This is freaking great.
That's
Dead man tell no tales.
An amazing recreation of the Pirates of the Caribbean logo. I really love all the golden chains used, and these swords are just so smooth and intricate looking too. Really, really cool. Before we get to the top slot, I have to give honorable mention to a handful of other creations that could have easily been in the top 5. First up is this Fabuland themed pirate build, built by Bricks by Steve. Overall, the background is super funny, but look at this amazing Fabuland pirate ship with all of its wacky colors. I love the striping on the sails here, with the classic Fabuland yellows, blues, greens, and reds, just kind of your primary LEGO colors. And then you can see the crew of all sorts of different Fabuland characters. You've got a bunch of the dogs, monkeys, sheep, just all of the different characters. In the front, a whole bunch of monkeys up there with the monkey flags. Really well done pirate ship. And then you can actually see the LEGO mascot dragon there in the water, which is pretty cool. In the back, you have some of the Belleville style figures playing some beach volleyball and building some sand castles with some pirates standing by. Some really nice palm tree shaping. I love the techniques he's used here with the 2x2 round jumper tiles. Really cool. In the front, you actually have the new style Fabuland figures, or Animal Crossing figures, which are really cool and do remind me a lot of Fabuland, so it's fun to see them used here. They actually have their own ship that's a little bit smaller, but you can see a lot of the different Animal Crossing characters here taking center stage. Really, really neat and fun to see them also added and invited in this build. Off to the side here, there's kind of a harbor, and you can see there's an amusement park here, so it's got a small Ferris wheel and then a merry-go-round, making use of all sorts of great Fabuland parts. In the back, there's a really cool-looking lighthouse, and that was not the only Fabuland ship, surprisingly. This is another Fabuland pirate ship built by Shade A. Love the piece of use here with this elephant head, something I had as a very young child. And then again, all of these different Fabuland characters here. Really, really vibrant and well done. Some striping on the sails here, and then the crow's nests at the top are really cool. I also have to mention this beautiful coral reef with the pirate Shipwreck taking center stage, built by Joey S. This build features all sorts of creatures again, with a bunch of jellyfish, some clownfish, sharks, and then all sorts of coral and seaweed. Really, really cool to see all of these unique different LEGO pieces used in such a way that you can see some LEGO hair pieces, some ice cream pieces, shells, carrots, bushes, just all sorts of different pieces used to make up coral reef and seaweed under the sea. And what was really cool is you could step on this little trigger and it would light up the display, which made it even more impressive with the black light hitting some of those vibrant colors and really, really making them shine. Look at those jellyfish. Really cool job. For the final honorable mention, I have to mention this awesome group of actual historical pirate ships built by Celis Studios. I love the shaping on the hulls here of these pirate ships. Really, really looks like woodwork and just fabulously well done. I believe he's used some custom sails, which actually look really nice for these ships. And some of these ships are shaped like you don't see, like that Mary Ann and a smaller Ann. In the back is his biggest ship, which just looks amazingly epic. And you can see some lights where the cannonballs are firing off. But just look at all that's going on there with the different crew members. They've got some pigs, and then the hull shaping just looks amazing on these ships. Well done. And now for the #1 pirate display, we have Swashbuckler Bay by Marvin and Sarah, the Peace Remover on Instagram. I really like the little cave here that's got all sorts of pirate activity happening right under the noses of the Imperials on the island. You can see the flickering lights that just work so well here. Up above you have a pretty nondescript looking house. You've got some characters like Mickey and a minion chilling up there. Kind of funny. As you look at this build, you'll see all sorts of different characters from popular movies and TV, which is just a fun little nod to some of the things you can do with LEGO. I really like the buildings here with their stylized red roofs and the white. It just looks really, really good. One thing you'll notice is how the ship is actually kind of sunken into the water, which is cool. You've got the Kraken here overtaking that raft. That guy's pretty scared for good reason. You have in this cave on the right, you have one of our favorite castaways and his trusty volleyball, which I think is hilarious. One thing that's cool is these trees. Some of them are made using Goomba feet from LEGO Mario, which is a technique I've never seen and looks really awesome. And then they'd have all different types of palm trees with some different techniques, which just looks really good. Overall, this was just an absolute stunner. The water looks beautiful. The sand, the buildings, I can't say enough good things about this build. And that's why it takes my favorite pirate display at this convention. Thank you for watching. If you want to see more awesome LEGO creations from the convention, check out the video on the left. Or if you want to see some of my own LEGO creations, check out the video on the right.